After first meeting them in my playthrough of Scarlet and Violet, the Treasures of Ruin have become some of my favorite Pokemon of all time. So what better thing to do to designs that you love than ruin them in Spore? Alright, let's go in dex order, starting with Wo-Chien. So we're basically making a snail for this one. So we've got to make a fat little splodge on the floor, which has a little head that raises. I'd say this is a pretty good start. We do need to make this part a lot rounder at the back though. Alright, I think that's a that's a very interesting shape. Let's start by trying to do the eyes. So the weird thing about Wo-Chien is that the eyes are on sticks, sort of pointing outwards. So already our eye options are a little limited. We could start with these. Then we also do have these little squigglies that sort of stick out from the top as well. Yeah, let's just move on from that for now. We're definitely trying. You can see attempts are being made. Let's do the shell next. There's a lot of plates around it because Wo-Chien's made from wooden tablets. I'm thinking of using the bone tablets. I think this is probably the best we're gonna get shape-wise. So let's lead this all the way around. Now here we got a little mini spiral that goes up to the top. I could try and build it with the body, but the body's not going to go in the right direction, I feel like. So I'm going to be cheeky and bring back the arms for this one. Alright, let's see if we can get this to work. So I want this to be as fat as possible. And then have these start to build up it. Oh, we're out of money already. Don't worry, guys. I've used my elite hacker skills. Next thing I want to do is try and add some leaves, because Wo-Chien has a lot of leaves on it. Oh my god. Chill out. Wow, that actually makes a lot of difference immediately. We've not even colored it yet, and that already makes a good difference. It may not look like it, but I think this is a point we can start coloring, maybe? Let's give it a try. I was gonna say this isn't too bad to start with. It is. It is actually really bad. It's not good. The only thing that will make it better is changing the shape of the tablets, I think. Maybe if we make the tablets better. Let's give it a go. Let's adjust all of them.
20 minutes later.
Alright, I want to say that helped a little bit, but not too much, especially at the back. Jeez. I think this might be our Wo-Chien for now. And don't worry, I didn't forget the mouth. We're just gonna put it hidden amongst the leaves here. No one will know. Oh my god. That is a powerful thrust. The eyes are getting whiplash. The babies aren't too bad though, honestly. Like, I might say the babies are slightly better. These are the tales written on the tablets that Wo-Chien wears. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. My personal favorite, Chien-Pao. So this one's shape is like, it's a really lanky ferret shape. I know it's meant to be a panther, but it definitely reminds me more of a ferret. There you go, like like that a bit. Alright, before we fatten it up, let's make the body the right shape. It's got a sort of arching back, and it's got a big tail at the end. Alright, this seems like a pretty good shape. Let's fatten it up a little bit. Starting off with the mouth, I know exactly where we're gonna go. We're gonna go straight to the funny little cat mouth. Hell yeah. Meow. Thank you, Cute and Creepy, for giving us our funny little mouth. Oh my god, no, not like that. Let's make the teeth a bit long to start with, and then we can try and see what we can do with the sword later. Alright, for the eyes, maybe for now if we just have these, I think this fits in pretty well. And a little nose right here. And of course, we can't forget the cat ears. There we go, decent start on the head. For now though, let's do the legs. So it's got very simple legs, to be honest. Like, these, even though they're the most basic legs possible, I think they fit Chien-Pao the most. Of course, we gotta have the backwards knees. And somehow I think these paws fit the most. They don't have any claws or anything, but they look the most similar to what Chien-Pao looks like. And then for the ice crystals, I was thinking of using these, some gems. We're cheating again. Very, very sparkly. A pretty kitty. I can't get the crystals to stick out much, so I'm gonna try and do the whiskers with leaves. It might not look great to begin with, but I want to see how this works. Let's give coloring a try before we worry about the sword. Let's see what happens. Alright, here's what we got so far. I mean, it's not too bad, honestly. The worst part is that the gems that I've chosen have a black outer shape, so I'm gonna have to replace them with these ones, because I think they look a lot nicer. But outside of those, I want to try and do the sword next. I want to see what we can do with that. Let's hide the teeth. Let's get them out of here. Now, the sword is going to be a bit tricky, because it's got to be a dark shape. I'm wondering how to pull that off. I know it's become a bit of a recurring tradition, but I want to see how we can do it with arms. Okay, if I do this and I bring that downwards, make it look a bit like teeth, have the arms sticking out through the head. Because there is an option to color 4 arms. So I'm thinking maybe if I stick something sharp on the very end, we could get something to work like this. Maybe something like this. Oh, damn it, but it goes for all of the legs, not just this one. If I could have that on its own, separate to everything else on the legs, that would be great. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like I can. Also, I gotta mention, the arms keep on moving. It does make it a little weird. Let's see what other options I can do. Let's take off the arms for now. What if we add these instead? Make them really long. Yeah, we got the similar issue here. You can tell this is a different color and is slightly darker from the rest of the build, which does help us slightly, but it's just not as good as we're hoping for. We might have to cope with having this and pretending that it's the sword. You know what, let's have it walk around, see what happens. Having a funny little trot. Off we go on a new adventure. I wouldn't say it's like abysmal. I think it is better than Wo-Chien, but it's still not good. It is bad. Do the roar. And we got the shape all right. I think the thing I'm just mostly disappointed with is the sword teeth. If we could get a fourth color, it would have solved so many more issues. But hey, we play vanilla because the restrictions make it funny, and this is yeah, this certainly is funny. Right, we got the beefy lad now. We got Ting-Lu. So Ting-Lu's quite a strange-ish shape. It's essentially like a straight line with a solid section in the middle there. And now we just need to make a middle part a lot bigger. Yeah, it's kind of just like that, actually. It does have quite a fairly big neck. I don't know if it's actually this big, but, you know, it's a good place to start. So again, I'm actually going to start with the face, because we've got some pretty intense red eyes here, which makes me immediately want to go for these. Oh yeah, this is already a good start. And then I want to give it a really blocky mouth. I guess the best one being this dinosaur mouth. Just pretend it doesn't have the teeth. And we got some strong fortified legs. A little odd looking. Beef that up, beef that up. And then we just want another one here at the front. There we go. Oh, that's a Ting-Lu leg right there if you've ever seen one. That's a Ting-Lu leg. Let's add that little weird goatee that you got as well. Well, we only got one thing left, and it's probably the hardest thing of this entire Pokemon. That bowl. I got no idea how to start with this, because the bowl's already split in half, because it's the antlers. I'm just trying to think, where's a good place to even begin? Yes, I'm bringing out arms again. Shh. If I do that, that's like the sort of shape of the bowl. And maybe if I try and build stuff around it with plates? Let me give this a try. I want to turn it around this way. Make them as long as we can. A bit like that. I'm just wondering, if we copy this entire arm and we put it alongside it, does it sort of make that illusion? Whoa! Oh, maybe I'm a little more convinced now, though. That's starting to look it. We have to cheat again. And then we need to do one more at the back here as well. It's gonna make it look very weird when you're looking into it from the inside, but from the outside, it's a workable solution. And let's add a little bit of funny little sticks for the antlers that stick out. This is a creature. Let's paint it. The big issue I've just realized now, though, having used those plates, is that I don't think we can color them in. Yep, they are beige for life. Just pretend. Pretend, use your imagination. I'm actually really happy with how this looks so far. I was worried about this one the most because of the bowl, but we've somehow got a good solution. I mean, yeah, it just walks like a regular Ting-Lu would. Dare I say I am proud of how this came out. Alright, we just got our little fish left. We got Chi-Yu. So making a fish, like, you'd imagine it being pretty straightforward. I mean, look at that. We got the body already. Incredible. I loaded in and I've already got the body. I mean, let's start with giving it some eyes. Something that bulges. This is a good start. Do we have any tail fins available, actually? You know what? This can work. Oh, there we go. That is a perfect shape. Wow. That is precisely what we want. It's a shame I just can't make it any bigger. All right, and copy that down there. There we go, do that, make that a little bit smaller. You know what, I might make the body for Chi-Yu a bit smaller just to sell the effect of these a bit better. Oh yeah, it looks much nicer with the smaller body. I'm keeping the eye the same size though, it's funny when it's large. Of course, let's give you a little fin as well. Like this, there we go. Oh wow, we're speeding through this. And then you just got a little flame thing on top. And this one's even called Flare. It's perfect. This game was built to make Chi-Yu. Chi-Yu is the epitome of Spore. What we got to do now is figure out what to do for the beads. Could we get away with doing it with spikes? Like if we make the spikes super curvy, a little larger, maybe a little rounder, I guess. Rotate it and then bring it down this way. And do the same down here, but rotate it around the other way. I mean, that's honestly not bad. That's gonna come out the color we want it to anyway. Are we done with the bodies already? We might be done with the body already. Alright, well let's color Chi-Yu here. There we go, we got a nice scale pattern going on. Slap a couple symbols in there. I mean, there we go. I can't really think of much more of what we can do. Unfortunately, we can't make the back parts of the fins a different color. They're all the same color as the body, unfortunately. So we're gonna have to cope with that, but outside of that, I'm genuinely really happy with how this came across. This might have been the quickest I've ever completed a spore creation. Let's see how you do on the ground. I mean, hey, you are a fish out of water. You are indeed trying your best. I know Chi-Yu's meant to be completely fine on land, but I think this fish is struggling. This fish is struggling quite a bit. Guaranteed one-hit KO. I didn't say on who though.